And we are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors. Welcome back to the Gym into Crypto, episode 556. Today is Thursday, March 5th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish, and today 9:30ish.
Yes, I just been saying Monday through Friday now. It's Monday. Hey, you'll see us one day this week, all right?
Turn on your notifications.
Yeah, turn on the notification squad. All right, and today's top stories are next BOE governor, be prepared to lose all your money with Bitcoin. BitGo launches its first institutional crypto lending service. South Korea passes law to introduce permit system for crypto exchanges. Indian crypto exchanges resume fiat services 24 hours after Supreme Court ruling. And Jack Dorsey Square publicly launches grants for Bitcoin development. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and check out these prices. No longer on CoinDesk as a ticker.
Yeah. So everybody woke up this morning to all green with prices. Bitcoin is at $9,121, up 4%. We had a $400 jump overnight. Ethereum at $233 is up 4%. Ripple at 24 cents is also up 4%. Bcash, the biggest winner for today, is at $341, up 7%. Litecoin at $63 is up 5%. And EOS coming in at $3.81 is up 6% as well. So we're seeing green all across the board after a few down days. Remember, people, we have people who panic when it falls. They think it's going to 3K, and then as soon as it jumps, we have people telling you it's going to 20K tomorrow. So you have to stay somewhere in the middle and just keep on stacking those sats, man.
All right, and with that top story, not the top story of the day, but we have a dino of the day. Haven't had a dino in a day in about a year. It was getting to the point where we were just tagging everybody in the industry, right? But it looks like the next BOE governor, be prepared to lose all your money with Bitcoin. He is coming in strong. He got the talking points.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, I'm just going to hit him hard.
Yeah.
What's going on with this guy?
Oh, yeah. So Bailey, he actually stated when he was speaking to the UK Parliament at the Treasury Select Committee hearing, he stated, if you want to buy Bitcoin, be prepared to lose all of your money. Bitcoin has no intrinsic value. So one of the couple things wrong with this is, one, Bitcoin does have intrinsic value. We have seen how Bitcoin can work for less developed countries as well as for more developed countries as an asset. Also, even Beanie Babies still cost $2. So at some point, if Bitcoin went to zero, so to say, it still wouldn't necessarily be zero. So his intrinsic value claim to me is just another dino who doesn't understand the technology, and he has to protect the banks that put him in office. So what else are you going to say?
Right. And it's crazy he says that as well. One of his things he said, it hasn't caught on much as people predicted it would. So that's his thoughts on it. That's why it has no value. It hasn't caught on much as people predicted it would. Again,
yeah, it has.
If you go back to the .com bubble, when we first started using email addresses at the end of the 90s, it didn't catch on. Email addresses really didn't catch on into the mid 2000s mid early 2000s when you had to have them to log on to a lot of sites. People were like, okay, I have to have an email. I have to have a Gmail. So you can say the same thing about email. You can say the same thing about internet. It's same thing about so many things. I mean, again, I talked about it one day before. I know people in my family who still don't use email like that, right? It's so foreign.
Still can't type.
I don't be on a computer like that. I don't be on a computer like that, bro. Like, what do you mean you don't be on a computer like that, bro? Like, it's on your phone, too. So, again, it's funny you say it hasn't caught on much. A very large portion of the planet, the same portion of the planet that's unbanked, are also the same ones who aren't using email and internet as well. So think about that when you say it hasn't caught on much. Again, he's talking about his little small circle of billionaire friends and not the rest of the planet. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and give him that loud roar.
Give him that roar, baby.
Oh, there it is. Haven't heard it in a long time. A couple more times. Go ahead. I mean, that's just, beautiful. Hey, they out here in the La Brea tar pits, man.
Give him that
struggling
roar.
For life.
Struggling. Right? I don't understand it. Yeah, it's getting funny at this point.
Again, it's one of those things where if it didn't matter and you're the new BOE governor, what's that? Bank of
England.
Yeah, Bank of England governor, Andrew Bailey. If it didn't matter, why are you bringing it up?
It's like a scorned ex-boyfriend talking about his ex-girlfriend. I don't care about her at all.
When I used to live,
but I keep talking about her every time.
When I used to live in so-and-so, this is what we used to do. Like, all right,
we'll go back.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next story up. BitGo launches its first institutional crypto lending service.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Shout out to BitGo.
BitGo, man. Making some moves.
Looks like BitGo, a crypto firm that claims to handle over 20% of all Bitcoin transactions, is launching an institutional level crypto lending service on today, March 5th. The debut of BitGo's lending feature comes after a several-month-long private beta test. What can you tell us about this new feature that BitGo is launching?
Oh, yeah. So they have stated here that they are not interested in a high-volume, low-margin business. They are building deep relationships with their clients to drive value for them and create a long-term sustainable business. And with this lending program, what that does is it opens up their clients to the new financial market, sort of decentralized finance to an extent, where you can use your crypto that they hold in order to use it as collateral in order to get a loan. So for those of you who are stacking sats, who are collecting crypto, when the price of crypto goes up or when the price of crypto stays flat, a lot of times you can use the crypto you have to get real money, cash or Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever you want, and use that for a car purchase or a house purchase. And this is going to change all of finance simply because the barrier to entry is gone. You don't have to go to a bank, sign up. You don't have to sit there and watch them laugh in your face, basically, without doing it. And as far as a lending company, they're not completely lending. They are more digital asset custodial storage. But when you go into lending, you basically open yourself up to a big financial market. So shout out to BitGo. They already support over 15 currencies, and this will only bring in more of of what they call deep relationship type clients. So shout out to BitGo.
Shout out to BitGo. Quick shout out, what's going on, Madam Crypto, Close 71, Mr. Gibson, Antonio from the UK, these time zones, I know, right? Tiffany from New York, Sergeant Crypto, Crypto Tech, Leroy Ford, Sergeant Crypto says, stacking sats daily, people just planting my seed in my mom's ear. She's reading the white paper. I ordered Bitcoin in Black America for her. There you go.
Dope.
Exactly. Madam Crypto says, say the same about the horse and carriage versus the automobile. I mean, exactly. It's when the car, and I'm from Detroit, people, Motor City, when cars first came out, people weren't on them. You know, like, car? Oh, driving? Why wouldn't you use the horse and carriage, right? Like, the exact same comments. Thank you, Madam Crypto, for bringing that out, bringing it up. And then even once you did get the car, you know, what was it? Everybody was in the T. Was it T? I can't.
T model.
Yeah, the T model. Everybody was using the T model. What happened when the next good car came out? Oh, I don't know about that one. The T model is the one I know. So
German cars,
right? German. Yeah. So again, it goes back to everything. What's going on, Dexter Hansine? What's up, Trek?
Oh yeah.
All right. South Korea passes law to introduce permit system for crypto exchanges. That's right. I like how they got the magnifying glass all in his face. On March 5th, South Korea's National Assembly passed a revised bill on reporting and use of special financial transaction information, focusing on the introduction of a permit system for cryptocurrency exchanges. Looks like, according to virtual asset operators such as cryptocurrency exchanges, they will have to report to their operations. They will have to report their operations to the Financial Intelligence Unit under the Financial Services Commission after obtaining, quote, real name confirmed accounts from commercial banks. Failure to report operations could result in up to 5 years in prison or 50 million won, $42,000 in fines.
Wow.
This is crazy. Again, people, it's one of those things where if you do something we tell you can't do, we'll throw you in jail, or we'll take your money, or we'll kill you if you don't want to go to jail. Give us your money. Yeah, all because you didn't want to register a real name on an account.
Oh man,
I love the government.
Yeah, and I mean this is like a chaperone. This is sort of like your parents saying, "Yeah, you can go to the movies on a date, but I'm gonna have to come with you." Right? And it's like you just sitting there. It's like it is a date, but it's not. You can't do anything. It's like you can tell your friends, "Yeah, my exchange is working just fine," but you have them right and sitting in your office waiting for you to mess up.
Right.
So this is sort of the chaperone approach that most countries are taking. They're letting you make a lot of money, and then they're coming in and say, "We need some of that," and if you don't, you either go to jail. Or you can get sued, whatever. So it says here only 4 large crypto exchanges, Upbit, CoinOne, BitHum, and Corbit, have used real name accounts. Most others have completely relied on honeycomb accounts, where it's basically a front, and then they use their own corporate accounts to support those transactions. So we'll see how this shakes it up in Korea. Some people like more regulation. It brings in more established investors. Some people are saying this is just more oversight. I tend to agree with that, but we'll see how it shakes out in Korea. Those people aren't stopping using crypto anytime soon.
Right, and the craziest thing is, you know, this is going to set precedent. If this works, or if they decide to use it, of course, other countries that are friends of South Korea, like the United States, will say, hey, this worked for you all. This might be the way we need to go forward too, which is why we talk about these stories. I'm with you. I think it's an overstep of government bounds. Again, and not only is it an overstep of government bounds on the side of privacy, but look at what they're doing as far as trying to stifle competition. I talk about all the time. They're trying to keep banks alive and involved. There is no reason for banks to be in the conversation when you're talking about crypto exchanges Of course, when you talk about the onboarding and offboarding of money, I get it. But outside of that, that's for the bank to handle. That's not for the bank to partner with the exchange or the exchange to go after the bank. Like, no, it's the same if I use a Uber or a Lyft, right? They don't say, well, only people who have their real name registered to a certified, what's the telecom account can use your services. You don't have, your name isn't registered, your phone number with Verizon or Sprint. Well, you can't get an Uber today. Like, slippery slope, people. I'm telling you, you do not want to go down that route, because once they see that, hey, people are going for this, why stop?
Exactly.
Let's make sure I want you to be transparent. All the same time, again, I had to redirect it back to the government, which is a private government these days, including the likes of South Korea. And for the United States, can we just do an audit? I just want to know how much money is around. All right, this type of talk to get you killed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Indian crypto exchanges resume fiat services 24 hours after the Supreme Court ruling. Wow, is India turning into another China with the flip-flop behavior? That's the real question.
It seems as though the volume in India is so high and has increased so much since 2018, 2019, that you're starting to see the sort of China controls that we've been accustomed to, where they one week is illegal, next week is fine, next month is you're all good to go. I wouldn't be surprised if next month we're doing a story on the Reserve Bank of India saying, you have to get this permit now. Right. Of course you can use cryptocurrency. So Uno Coin and Wazir X, they have both resumed fiat deposits less than a day after this Supreme Court ruling. Uno Coin was described as an icon of the industry. It's been around since 2013, and they went live with their rupee and bank deposits as soon as the Supreme Court. They probably had just the push button, like just sitting there waiting. As soon as the ruling came out, all right, let's go. So it's reported here that they had a contentious ban on crypto firms joining banks in 2018, and since the Supreme Court ruled that is not legal, then now that they can actually deposit money, they can actually have onboarding. This is all good for the industry. It may be a big reason. This in Korea may be a big reason why we've seen a 4% jump in the last 12 hours. Literally, more people can buy now.
That's right. That is the jump.
Since everybody can buy now, and since nobody's like,
that's a great point.
Yeah,
billion people all of a sudden have access, $400 to overnight.
Just like that.
Looks like, let's see, Dexter Hand Sr. said, I was trying to take my Bitcoin off of a Cash App, and they asked me for my driver's license. Is that normal for Cash App?
Yeah, that's standard procedure because it's a centralized company.
Yeah, if it's centralized, they had to go through KYC, AML.
Yeah, it's either you or me, because they basically either our $1 billion company is gonna get shut down, or you have to give us your driver's license. So
and they're definitely gonna get that driver's license up off you.
Yeah.
Which is why we always say, again, peer to peer is the best, people. Peer to peer, or go online, look at some of these different forums. You can find new places, underground places, but. Yeah, using Cash App and all that, while it's convenient and is good, you're reporting to the government everything. Just know that.
Every time.
Yep. All right. And last but certainly not least, again, no more Jack slander around these parts. Jack Dorsey Square publicly launches grants for Bitcoin development. What is going on with your good old buddy Jack here?
Oh, yeah. So the Twitter founder and Square Crypto founder, Jack Dorsey, is now supporting Bitcoin development through a grant program. The announcement was March 4th. I saw a few of the tweets from when he tweeted out the actual people that he's giving these grants to. Very, very smart people who have worked on Bitcoin Core, who have been developers for 15, 20 years. 2 developers received grants. BTC Pay Server actually received $100,000 to continue development of his open source payment processor. And pseudo-anonymous developer, which I saw him say on there, received an undisclosed sum for his development to Lightning Network. So shout out to them. I saw Jack actually shout them out personally. And the good thing about this grant program is he's literally giving money for you to build on Bitcoin. And for those of you who have any kind of development experience or friends who do, this is what we mean when we say, where else in the industry do you see industry titans giving money for something so new? Because Bitcoin is 10 years old. And if you have this much money behind it for development, Bitcoin's not going anywhere. So I think this is a great news story for people who are interested in the market, who is like, well, I don't know if I want to get into it because there isn't any real development around it. Oh, trust me, they are developing. There is a lot. These are the best in the world. So shout out to Jack for his foresight, and shouting out those developers.
Shout out to Jack. Last couple of quick comments I'm seeing here. Looks like CryptoQ said I had to do that on Cash App. So the only thing, if you don't have to have the ID, Then for Cash App, for example, I know Venmo as well. I'm pretty sure that's going straight to your bank account. So it's kind of like that South Korea story we covered, where it's like they got your ID. They got it. Don't
and
you worry.
if you're using your phone, that's your identifier. That's your, anyway, as soon as your name is on a phone account, that's your identifier.
I was gonna say, what was it, 2006? I mean, after The Wire came out with that one season, everybody using burner phones. That was a year it was like, all right, we gotta start putting names on these. I mean, so you can't even buy a burner phone anymore.
Yeah.
A phone with an unregistered name to it any longer. Was it pay as you go?
Yep.
You can't even do that. You gotta have ID, and they hook your name up to that as well. So, there's not many places where you can have that anonymity. Anonymity. There you go. Anonymity. Yeah. All right. That's the show for today. As always, folks, thanks for watching. Do you have anything?
Nothing for me. Make sure you buy the book. Check out Metrodome Telegram.
Oh, yeah. And here we go. Madam Crypto here just said, I sell Bitcoin peer to peer. There you go.
Nice.
I'm sure most of our warriors in here, people, if you need to find some crypto, you can come on live and be like, hey, who can I buy? It's like we can put you in touch with some people. Depending on how much you're trying to buy, I might know a little something about that. All right. Other than that, as always, thanks for watching. Have a happy Thursday, and we will see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news. Cheers.
Cheers.